And Captain Massey, guys, we are finally back again for another reaction on this here, the one and only Mystelics reaction, guys. The reason why I'm rubbing my fingers, guys, because we're gonna start this reaction on a good note, on a positive one, and then it's just gonna go downhill from there, brothers and sisters. Hopefully you can hold on to the horses. Welcome to another reaction video, guys. Let's get into it. Of course, this is Alec Athanese right there from Dominica, and he made his 100, brothers and sisters. This is it right there. As you can see, 99 out of 109, and of course he made the run.
To the leg side.
This is him right there, brothers and sisters.
And he gets there of just 110 deliveries. His second 100.
Seems like he's the modern day Brian Lara, man. Because I remember when they were talking about that, he seems to have a great track record when it comes on to scoring runs.
At the first class level, and one and off.
He's hailing from the nature island Caribbean.
Excellent.
So, guys, can we give this video a thumbs up for Alec Athanese right there for definitely doing a wonderful job. You see his runs 100, balls 110, 15 fours and 1 6. So that means the rest he has been running. He has been running like the wind. Yes, but he has definitely scored his 100. So round of applause goes out to you, Alec, for definitely doing your thing for yourself, for your family, and of course for your country right there, representing. It's time that they put more Dominicans in. My question here I must ask, what happened to Shane Shillingford? He was, one of the individuals bowling out people, man. Just bowling out people. I think they were saying that he was, it's no balls, he was bowling, some kind of thing like that, or the way he was bowling. But I think, as time went by, nothing happened as a result of that. Did he improve? What happened? What happened, brothers and sisters? We really need to know that vibrations right there. But of course, Alec Athanese, that's an interesting last name. Most likely he must have come out from outside, and then he probably was born in Dominica and so forth. I don't know his story, but congratulations, and of course representing right there far and wide. Yes, guys. So he has definitely got this talent right there. But of course, I must make sure that you guys remember this song as we are about to, skydive. We're going to skydive. Who don't have, don't have. Who have, but who don't have. Who have, but who don't have, no have. All right then, brothers and sisters. So who have. Who don't have, brothers and sisters. Alec definitely has the skill set and is displaying it. You know what Dominica doesn't have? Well, Dominica don't have international airport yet, brothers and sisters, but it's coming. And apparently this is the first international plane that we have right there. It's called Air Labor. Whoever made this, what is this? Labor is still the best choice. Yes, Labor is still the best choice. So Dominica is on its way to having its international airport. You guys remember I actually showed the video where they are clearing the land and stuff. A 6-second video. I don't know what that really means, but hopefully they cleared more. They don't just stop after they make the video. They cleared more. You know what I mean? So we'll hopefully see what is happening as a result of this international airport right there. This is, of course, what kicks off. But you guys get the point. So far, this is our international airport. And our international plane is being driven or taken by some truck. Moving along right there, brothers and sisters. Vincentians and Dominicans seem to be under some or the same spell right there. The majority lack discernment. Yes. When people lack discernment, chaos ensues, especially the people at the top who lack discernment. Chaos ensues, brothers and sisters. Of course, God, please deliver us or deliver our country right there. Deliver us from evil, brothers and sisters. And of course, talking about evil right there, brothers and sisters, I must mention what this person is saying. It is a man's own mind, not his enemies. We like to blame people. Hey, that person make me do this, that person make me do that, and this and that and this, that. But no! It is a man's own mind. The mind is the most powerful entity on planet Earth. If you can control human beings' mind, you can control everything that they do. The mind is the most important thing right there. And sometimes our leaders are the ones who are trying their best to not help the people become the best that they can be. This is one of the reasons why I always ask, what is happening to the factories in Dominica? What is happening as a result of that? We have so much fruits, so much vegetation. We can also become the number one herbalist, natural herb remedies for the world. We have these resources, brothers and sisters, but it's not being looked into. Why? Why? We're talking about money coming in. We can actually help the world. I remember when Scary them was speaking about 2013, where they were gonna distribute water across the world, or distribute water to different markets, and what happened to that? Nothing. It seems like it is actively being done by the leaders on top to keep the people down. It is a man's own mind, not his enemy or his foe. I think, foe and enemy is the same thing. But not his enemy or his foe, this individual saying, that lures him to evil ways. It is his own self getting comfortable and pushing the envelope and letting the people, hey, what is going on? I remember when Melissa was talking about some kind of red pig that's in their house. She was talking about some red pig to desensitize the people. Hey, well, they talking about it, so nothing, that pig don't mean nothing. And she said she was scared of that pig and not sure what that pig doing there and all kind of thing. And, but, human beings are creatures of repetition, so you keep doing this and they say, oh, they're talking about it, man. Nothing serious. If they're actually hiding it, they wouldn't say nothing about it. Sometimes they put things plain in your face to see. Plain. But you so tebe. You so involved. You so engulfed in your own naughty ways that you cannot see. It's interesting right there. This is one of the things that somebody from St. Vincent sent to me. Scary telling St. Vincent's Gonzalez is a gem, a true patriot, a decent man. So this is what the Mystelics family sent to me. Let me make it, yeah. Come get your boy out of the country before we collect 2 big stones in his ministerial capacity now. We'll just say it. That's what the MC means. His ministerial capacity. Come get your boy. Tell him they can keep him there. They can keep him there. He come and talk on podium and so forth and so forth. Let him stay there, man. Have fun. It is interesting that he was actually telling the people of St. Vincent about their own about their own prime minister as if they would not know. How then people coming from overseas to tell your prime minister nice, and your prime minister treating the people terrible? Not me, not saying that. The Vincents and they fire stone behind Ralph already. Yeah? Apparently, that is probably why he was saying this. Before he get 2 big stone in his ministerial capacity. So apparently this is what Scared was telling the people of St. Vincent. Prime Minister of St. Vincent and Grenadines, Gareth Gonzalez, is the best prime minister in the world. His Dominican counterpart, Roosevelt Scared, told a rally in Arnos Valley Sunday night to celebrate Gonzalez's Unity Labour Party ULP 22nd anniversary in office. So they have been there for 22 years. 22 years. I wonder if they are aligned with, the New World Order as well. I wonder. But from my knowledge, St. Vincent is not doing as bad as Dominica. I remember St. Vincent was one of the individuals, or one of the government officials, I'm guessing. We'll just say St. Vincent. St. Vincent was one of those who told Dominica not to build an international airport. And then they went ahead and built their own international airport. That is something else. But, I am here to celebrate the best prime minister in the entire world, said Skerrit, who has been in office since 2004. Sometimes they just say things, just spew. Some people have their reservations on Ralph and so forth. He might be doing dirty ways and so forth. But to me, he's not doing too bad in the country. Like Skerrit them doing terrible in the nature of the Caribbean. Because what we have, what we going? What we going? I remember telling you guys a story about one of my friends who came down to Dominica. She was doing the same job. When the people from overseas found out how much she was making, they said, never happened. They filed for her and they bring her back states. Because she was good at what she did. So also her attitude and her work ethic also helped to bring. But when they found out what she was making in Dominica, they said, what? They filed for her and bring her back states. Okay then. All right. Anyways, guys, let's continue right there. So apparently, some individual wrote, I am being educated, apparently. So you educating yourself on what is happening. No, that's not what's happening. You have to listen to them for you to be educated. I listened to somebody stating something rather interesting, saying YouTube is not news. So I'm asking the person, is what they seen on television, is that news? Because to me, what is being portrayed on television is agenda-based stuff. I mean, look at the whole Rona situation. They were saying it was good and all these kind of things, blah, blah, blah. Just propagating utter irrevocable foolishness to the people who refuse to do the research for themselves. Just because the experts say this. Another one talking about the experts, brothers and sisters, the Hunter Biden situation. They came and lied before elections. But it's interesting when it comes on to Trump now, they try to do all kind of things. But that, if I have to go, it's not that not today I finish it, I wouldn't finish today, brothers and sisters. But of course, the Prime Minister said in his press conference that Ambassador Sun violations of the SEC regulations are not criminal and have nothing to do with Dominica. The same Sun partner is the one who said Dominica is the first country in the world to designate blockchain as their national infrastructure, and it is Tron. That is the guy that they're after. And they're saying that he was manipulating the markets as a result. That is an illegal vibes because they are suing. They're looking to sue and they're looking to charge him as well. That's the song. And then Dominica is the first country to join into that thing. I mean, we don't find that interesting, but the Prime Minister will come and tell you that has nothing to do with Dominica. When Dominica has joined the very thing, this is one of the things that I posted. I asked myself, don't these people who doing this getting scared friends, don't they do due diligence? Don't they follow up to see what background? I mean, since 2017, this man himself, this man himself, look him there, has been involved in certain things since 2017, doing all kind of But we is the first country. Ooh. We is the first country, man. Yes, Dominica, man. Yeah, great. It's interesting how things are going, brothers and sisters. But hey, I guess that's what the people like. That's what the people like. Tron Fong, that Justin Sun sued by US SEC on securities, markets, and manipulation charges. Of course, he's always trying to manipulate the system. But it's not there's no guys. You will think that is it, no? You think that is it? No, not it, no. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. So apparently, this guy is a new boss. What is that? UOBs or UOBs? Whatever that is. UOB. That's something like some kind of Star Wars thing. UOBs. New boss shakes up crypto firm with China plan. What is the China plan, brothers and sisters? On this UOBs app, new users who choose Chinese as their nationality while verifying their personal details are prompted to apply for Dominican digital citizenship. People familiar with the program said Chinese users will be able to trade on this platform right there if they register for Dominican digital citizenship. Customers from other countries can also apply, but UOB doesn't automatically direct them to do so. So other people can do so, but they're making sure that the Chinese are able to do so. This is why a number of persons are saying, hey, maybe China, Dominica is selling themselves to China. It's interesting. Nothing to do. That's what they'll come and tell the people. Just like the Hunter Biden. Biden came and said his son is not involved in these kind of things. That's a lie. Only to find out it's the truth. And they literally refuse to go and do. His plan is to increase UOB's revenue, includes a novel way around Chinese crypto trade. Chinese crypto trade restrictions, according to some other people. UOB has signed a partnership with what? The Commonwealth of Dominica, a small island nation that is willing to grant so-called digital citizenship. This is one of the things that blows my mind, brothers and sisters, because who gave access to that? You can gain digital citizenship. Guys, you know about this? Because apparently I didn't know about it. No, you can gain digital citizenship. So when they decide to change the passports and stuff, they then say you can apply, you can get digital citizenship. And the Dominican people don't know about this. But it's fine. Yes, a small island nation that is willing to grant so-called digital citizenship even to those who have never set foot on its shores. In the United States, they also have citizenship. They have the same CBI stuff, but you have to set up business. I think it's 7 businesses, and you have to have a total amount of wealth, or you can buy it for $500,000 to $1 million, but you have to be there, and all kind of things. So there's this whole thing. But apparently in Dominica, you don't even need to set foot. You don't even need to have a real physical citizenship passport stuff, brothers and sisters. You can apply for it digitally right there. So you can obtain your citizenship digital and have digital citizenship. Okay, all right then. Well, guys, I myself, I what I know now? What I know? Nothing now. Well, Dominica seems to be heavily involved in these things. They say birds of a feather do what? They flock together. Not true. There's one common denominator right here. It's scary. Well, not scary, no? Dominica. Because it's Dominica, they congratulate you. Not true. Let me zoom in and see if it's Dominica they mentioned there. Of course. Dominica coin. Of course. Well, what I know now. Anyways, guys, it's going to go further downhill, brothers and sisters. End of the dollar. This is one of the things that I was fearful for in the United States. The United States being affected by the East. The Russia and China seems to be teaming up for them to create their own thing. Now, I remember in places like Libya, where the president, or whatever you want to call him, he wanted to create an African currency that was backed by gold. I know where he disappeared. People who tend to go on that path, they normally tend to disappear. Well, you have two of the strongest countries in the world coming together for them to try to end. Now, on the basis of me understanding this whole thing right there, I don't think that is a good thing at all. Now, the sad part is, man, I tell you, the sad part is the West is the one causing these things to happen. Which makes me wonder, is the West alliance with the East? Because they are the ones literally doing this to themselves. And then the East is gaining ground. Right now, if China wants to decide to go into Taiwan, United States can't do nothing. They're not ready for that invasion. So if China wants today to go inside there, Taiwan finish. Taiwan finish. End of cheap oil. You see, America has caused this. They go into a war that they themselves cannot stop. They gun this, boy, I tell you. They gun this try to blow pipe. Aye. Boy, I tell you. Just so that they can maintain some sort of power. And it seems like they're trying to push Russia to, retaliate to an effort where, nuclear devices come into play. And then they will say, oh, it's they that caused it. But who are the instigators of it? That is my problem. And don't get me wrong, it is not the West, it is the leaders. Just like when it comes down to Dominica, it is the leaders who are involved in these kind of things. Did any Dominican know about this? Did you know about this? Did you know about this one? We have to find things online. Boy. Oh, boy. And then things are moving, But then again, you'll try to figure out what's going on. Like I mentioned, I was thinking to myself, is the West literally siding with the East and they are destroying their own? Look at what has happened with the inflation stuff, brothers and sisters. That is literally Biden coming and tell people inflation is not caused by printing money. But if you have too much of something in society, Magwesa, the value of it going to deplete. You're printing a set of money to send to a place that you have no dealing. Well, no, the West have no dealing with them. But because your son and things were involved in certain things, you want to tell you where. Well, so when you're looking at one, you're looking at government of Dominica, you're looking at the government of St. Vincent, you're looking at a number of governments, you're looking at the United States. But you wonder what's going on? You wonder what's going on? Brothers and sisters, and people are unaware of what is happening to them. People just sit down there like, yeah. But they are causing these things to happen. They are the ones causing it. You mean to tell me we can't build factories and stuff in Dominica so that people monies can start flowing in? We sell out our products, more money comes into Dominica, elevating the people. We cannot sell water out there. Huh? You mean to tell me you cannot do those things? If all this CBI money is flowing into Dominica, all the money is that flowing in, we cannot build factories. We spend over $150 million on geothermal and not a candlelight. Not a candlelight. You mean to tell me we can't build factories? You don't think this thing is willful? Or none of you don't think that is willfully done? What is happening in smaller countries and in the bigger countries? Well, let me point out something for you. Mia Motley, we're back on Mia Motley. Mia Motley made an important point right there. That I think it coincides with what I was saying, or what I'm saying right there. Take a listen.
The Chinese hold a large percentage of assets within the United States of America.
Interesting. Let me bring that back again.
The Chinese hold a large percentage of assets within the United States of
That's true. Very true indeed.
America, and a large amount of their treasuries as well.
Yep.
So
that's true.
For you to focus on the Caribbean or Africa with China without recognizing the role that China is playing in Europe or in the North Atlantic.
They're playing a big part. They're playing a big part. This is one of the reasons why I like Donald Trump, because Donald Trump wanted to move the businesses out and back into the United States. Yes, businesses might not be able to make the magnitude of profit that we're making, but things are changing, brothers and sisters. I was even told from one of my associates, in 2 weeks, things are going to change, boy. Man don't know what good, and I come in and telling people stuff, and people will think, what Mystelics said, boy, I tell you. In 2 weeks, I would urge you to buy gold there.
Countries is a bit disingenuous and really reflects more that we are seen as pawns, regrettably, rather than countries with equal capacity to determine our destiny and to be part and parcel of that global conversation to fight the global issues of the day like climate and the pandemic.
That is the two things I disagree with Mia on. Is the Rona situation, which of course was blown out of proportion, way out of proportion, and the whole climate vibes. Guys, back in the day, about 16 million years ago, you can do research on that. 16 million years ago, the world was definitely hot. Definitely hot. Things have changed as time goes by, and now things have started to go back. We want to pretend as if we can do something about it. This is why I heading into conspiracies, so let me leave that. But it's interesting that conspiracies, have, always been, right. I know they call the people who are actually right conspirators, and the people on the news say, no, that's not true and whatnot, until years pass. Then they find out that is actually true. Even for the whole Rona situation, everything that conspirators were saying was true. Everything I was saying was true, and YouTube took down my videos. I haven't had a track record going all the way back. Most people think it's from China, it come out. Most people think it's from China, it come out. When the very people themselves who are saying, no, take the injections, were the ones who instigated it for it to move into. But hey, YouTube might come for me, so let me. I had everything now. Before even policies came into effect, YouTube took down that video. They took it down. Well, I have one thing to say, guys.
Stress. Everywhere you go, I want to let you know. Too much stress.
Guys, if you know all that information there, that will give you stress, you boy. Because you don't know what to do. You don't know where to turn. Well, I know one person there is to turn to the Most High, the creator of the heaven and earth. And then, everything else can fall apart and,
Stress all over the world. I got to let you know. Say what you want to say. Do it, baby. Don't let nobody stress you out. Oh, yeah.
I myself not stressed. I'm just, I just seen things, I seen things. People who actually pay attention to what's happening. You seeing things happening. You telling people things happening. Just like when they were bringing resources into Dominica. You telling people this is what they're doing, and they're taking the resources and giving it to their people. I remember the whole of Dominica was against me. The whole of Dominica was against me, boy. I telling those people what happened. Later on, they find out what I was saying was true. And this has happened a number of times. This is why the second time a disaster actually happened, people were sending their stuff personally for it to reach where it had to reach. People were coming down, sending the barrels coming down instead of sending it to the government. Because I told people what was happening. At least they listened the second time, so things were better shared better. Everybody were able to get and things were properly done. Instead of them saying, oh, I give it to my people. Look, the other day was even talking about what was taking place in Grand 4 or Grand Bay, wherever it is. Where these people are literally calling their people. Doesn't mean these people are the best of
Say what you want to say. Do what
I trying to see what I want to say. I trying to see, but I know people are gonna listen. It's funny thing, you know.
you want to do. Don't let nobody stress you out. Not your mama, your papa, your uncle, your auntie, even the children telling you what to do. Your husband telling you what to do. But to say, listen, boy, listen. Do it your own way. Say what you want to say. Do it, baby. What you want to do. Don't let nobody stress you out. No.
Well, that's good advice right there. Don't let nobody stress you out, guys. And with all that said, let me go and eat my lunch. You eat all your lunch already. So let me go and eat my lunch. You see me? All right, then. And let me go and comb my hair. My hair looking like it crazy. Yeah. Anyways, guys, with all I said, what are your thoughts, man? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. Do you think it's just maybe me that blowing things out of proportion? Or maybe the writing is right on the wall and we refuse to see it? Which one? What are your thoughts, guys? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more. Definitely subscribe and turn on that post notifications so you can get that vibrations as they tend to come through, guys. I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Boom, bam.